Come here. See this? Doesn't look like much. Little donut. Let me show you what it takes to make this little donut. 359 separate components. And keep in mind, this is the simplest of the 14 different injection mold tools that were required to get us to this point in the assembly process. Yeah, that's a lot of pieces for this little piece. So I tell you, it takes a million little details to add up to one functional kayak. So today, I'm gonna show you a couple of things that are driving me crazy and holding up our shipments. So the good news is lots of kayaks, everything is prepped and getting ready to ship out the door, but there are still annoying little things like this little cap. So you can see this one, other than being orange, was the prototype. This was the one we tested and made sure was good before we sent it out to have the mold created to make this one. This one, beautiful. Yeah, look how lovely that is. See, when we designed it, we added an extra bushing to prevent wear on the hull so that when your steering platter is in here, it turns nice and smooth. Everything's golden. Get our lovely injection molded POM part. Stuff like this right here. Like, this is the stuff we're dealing with. Like dumb tolerance interference issues. Like, it's not the big stuff. It's not building the kayak. It's not building revolutionary jet drives. It's bushings. Like, let me show you another one. Doesn't look like much. It isn't much. It's about a 0.5 millimeter off. But what happens is, if this intake is a 0.5 millimeter too loose, all of a sudden now air can get around the outside of that. Could we just put sealant on this and make it work? Yes. Should we do that? No. So here we are. So another one. Luckily, this is an easy one to fix because it's just this one outer diameter. And when you have a mold, if the part is undersized, it's actually pretty easy to go back and just increase the diameter in the mold to make this fit better, but it's one more thing. So then keep in mind, exact same tolerance for this part as this part, right? This is the other side. So then you get the other part. Yeah, this one's about 0.2 millimeters off. So luckily, we have a plan for all of these things. So in this case, what we did is when we engineered this, we designed in that the injection molded part, we don't want to have to change the tool. So luckily, we have a CNC part that mates to the injection part. So now that we can just adjust the tolerance inside of this part and quickly remake this to properly match this. But it's another step, unfortunately. We were hoping it would just go right on there and there'd be nothing to do. So both of these are quite fixable. And on the bushings, we had to go a step further on the bushing side. So for the bushings, the correction, unfortunately, this was supposed to be about a 45-cent part out of an injection mold. In order to get these quickly now, we're going to have to CNC machine these, which means this part is now going to cost $45 a piece plus tariff. So I mean, we're probably going to be paying $65 a piece or something for these little bushings now. So to all of our first kayaks going out the door, just know that that little bushing you have in there is quite the piece of CNC'd artwork that's going to go into that. Just a couple of the things that we have to deal with, and just a comment on tariffs. However you line up politically on the subject is kind of irrelevant. When people talk about tariffs, they think it's about the increased cost. And believe me, paying an extra 50% tax or whatever it is on top of the cost of the parts is a problem. But it's not nearly the problem that just the logistics that it creates is. We have just been getting hit left and right, not just with extra cost, but just bureaucracy, because they keep holding shipments. As of yesterday, we had a critical shipment that was turned around and returned for no reason to China because of duty. So it turns out that as of the first of the year, there's your normal duties, but they also applied duties to aluminum. Well, it turns out that they added certain item codes now are also subject to the aluminum code. Blah, 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 blah. Logistics, bureaucracy, it wasn't filled out correctly on the TPS report, which literally no one, including DHL, knew about, so they returned our shipment. So these are the things that we are working through. We really appreciate your patience, but it's really annoying last step stuff that we're working through here. And hopefully, if you have any questions that we haven't answered yet, tune in Friday for our live stream. We're going to walk you through the shop. We'll show you more stuff. We'll be able to walk you through the exact process we're using and all of the boats. We'll show you exactly where they're at in the build process right now and what's left to do. But that's all for now. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks.